Morning, Borodar everybody. How are you today? Are you all okay? Oh, good. Well, we're back with another lovely day, aren't we? So I think it would be nice if we could do something that we can do outside again today. What do you think? Okay, well let's find out which day of the week it is, find out what our towing is like, and then I can show you our activity for this morning. Right, well we have had Monday. What do we think it is today? Monday, Tuesday, down, and here is our Tuesday, our second day of our school week. We're in the month of June, and yesterday was the 1st of June, so today is the second, day number 2. It's the 2nd of June today. Right, suck my toe with, have you? Let's see. Oh, Wyntog. Bwrwglaw. Gymylog. Heilog a gymylog. Stormys. Heilog. Bwrw eira. Suck my toe with heddiw. I think we need to make the most of today, don't we? Right, let's have a see how you're all feeling today. Let's see. Sut wyt ti? Da iawn. Would you like to ask me? Sut wyt ti? Dwi'n hapus. I'm feeling very happy today. I'm excited because our activity we're going to be doing is a really good one, and it might make you think about something you haven't really thought about before. Right, let me show you. So, in our Jack and the Beanstalk story, we watched Jack's mum throw those magic beans onto the compost heap, and then overnight, so by the next morning, the beanstalk had grown. Now, really, that doesn't happen quite so quickly. It happened quickly with the beanstalk because they were magic beans. But in real life, our plants take a bit longer than that to grow, don't they? And when we plant something outside, it takes a while before we see the first little shoots come up, and then they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So today we're going to have a little look at some plants that are growing outside, and we're going to look at the different parts of our plants, and we're going to think about the jobs that they do. So I need you to work with a grown-up today because we're actually going to pull up some plants from our garden, or maybe from outside somewhere else. But you can't just go and do it all by yourself. You need to ask your grown-up which plants you're allowed to pull up, because I don't think your grown-ups will want you pulling up the beautiful flowers. You could do like I've done. So I went out into my garden and I found a couple of weeds growing. Now, weed just means a plant that we don't really want to be there. So sometimes you'll get weeds growing in places where you haven't planted any flowers, and you might not want them to be there, and your grown-ups might say it's okay to pull them up. So I went outside and I found this one growing outside. This is a long sort of grass. And it was like this in the ground. And to pull it up, I couldn't pull it from the top because that would just rip off a bit of the leaf. I have to hold it down by the ground and pull it very carefully. Pull it up like this, and then I should end up with something on the bottom of my plant that is usually under the ground. So if I hold it closer to you, have a look if you can see the different parts of my plant on here. So if I hold that there, can you see these bits down here? Now these are normally under the ground. Does anyone know what they're called? These are the roots of the plant, and these do a few special jobs for our plant. The first job they do is they hold them in the ground. So if it's windy, instead of my plant just falling over and dying, it stays in the ground and it can blow around, and these keep it there so they stop it from falling over. So they're a bit like an anchor. They help to keep my plant safely in the ground. And they also have another very, very important job. Now, when we're thirsty, we can go to the tap and have a drink of water. Now, our plants, when they're thirsty and they need a drink to keep themselves healthy, they have all the water and all the nutrients, all the things that keep them healthy, and they go up through the roots. So it's like my plant is drinking through these roots. It sucks up all those nutrients and all the water to keep my plant nice and healthy. So if I didn't give my plant any water, it would die. They all need water and they get it from under the ground. So these are my roots. Now these here, these are the leaves, aren't they? And then just here, this is going to be my little grass head, but on some plants it's a flower, isn't it? So we've got lots of different parts on our plants. And I would like you to spend some time today having a really, really good look at some plants you find outside. So I've also pulled up a different kind of grass here. And I'm going to have a look at the roots on this one, because the roots on this one are smaller. And these ones are bigger, these are longer. So see if you could find a few different plants and have a look at them and see if you can see if their roots are the same, if their leaves look the same or if they look different, and see what you can spot on your different plants. And then you could do a picture. So I'm going to do a picture of this plant. So I'm going to start off by drawing a line across here. And this is my soil. So under here, this is underground. And then this is the bit that we see above the ground. So I'm going to do, oh, this one has got some leaves that start straight from the ground there. So it's got some big leaves like this. And then I'm going to draw the stalk that I had coming up and my little seed head, my little grass head there. And then what do I need to draw under the ground that we can't normally see? I need to draw those roots, don't I? So I'm going to draw them under the ground here. They're like little hairs, little hairy bits there. And there is my plant. And if I look closely at the leaf, it's actually got stripes on. So I could draw those stripes on my leaves here. We were thinking about stripes the other week, weren't we? I could colour it in if I wanted to. And if you're in reception, it would be a really good idea if you could have a go at writing next to the different parts of our plant. So down here, I would write roots. And remember to do your special writing however you want to do it, but see if you can think of some of those sounds in our word. So r, oo, t, s, roots. And my roots are there. And then I can write leaves at the top there. Okay, right. Well, see if you can have a look at some plants in your garden and see if you can find any with roots even longer than these. Okay, well, I will see you later, boys and girls. Will Bauer, bye-bye.